How's everybody doing today? It's a nice sunny day. Um, you guys have this homework due today, sometime today, so I thought I'd post a little video. A couple of people asked me to go over it. So here it is. So these geometric sequences, if you remember, we did arithmetic sequences and they went up by adding a certain number to each new term. Geometric sequences are multiplying a number by each term. And you can always get um, what this ratio is, this common ratio is, by dividing, whoa, whoa, by dividing two consecutive ones, right? The second one divided by the first one. All right, so for this, you could divide 10 divided by 2, right? And that's 5. If you don't see it right away, let's make this even a little smaller, right? 10 divided by 2, you do 50 divided by 10, right? Two in a row. The second one divided by the first one. And we can see that these come out to be R, which is 5 for this one. Okay, so for each one, we're going to multiply by 5. So now you have 50 times 5, which is 250. And then 250 times 5, which is 1250. All right. This one, letter B, it's a little different, right? Because you have a negative. You're like, oh my goodness, what multiplies B a negative? But just follow the rules, right? Take negative 8 and divide by 4, right? And that's equal to negative 2. So that means that common ratio, which gets multiplied every time, is negative 2. So then you do 16 times negative 2, which is negative 32. Right? Then we multiply that by negative 2, and we get positive 64. It's a negative times a negative is a positive. All right, so far? I hope so. Here we go. This one here, if we divide 20 divided by divided by 40, right, our common ratio is going to be 0.5. All right, so this one is 0.5. We're taking a half each time, so 10 times 0.5 is 5, and 5 times 0.5 is 2.5. Okay, we'll move over to D. Same thing, we have 54 divided by 81, and that's equal to what? 0.676666666666. So we like to write that as 2/3, 2 divided by 3. So how I would do this is, to get the next one, I would take out my handy dandy calculator. I have one now that everybody can see once I find it. All right, I have my calculator, and I would multiply 2 divided by 3. And I know some of you know how to put a fraction is, right? But a fraction is just division, times 36. And I get 24 is the next term. I should have done that, right? This is 24. And then we're going to take 24 and we're going to multiply by 2/3 again. Hit enter, and that second term is 16. All right. Let's move this guy over here. What's 5 divided by 5? Negative 5. 5 divided by negative 5. The ratio is negative 1. All right, so it goes 5, negative 5, and then negative 5 times negative 1 is 5, and then 5 times negative 1 is negative 5, and then this one would be 5. All right, this one we have 50 divided by 20. That's these two here, right? And if we do that, we have 50 divided by 20. Our ratio is a decimal, it's 2.5. So we're going to multiply each one by 2.5. So now we have 50 times 2.5. Which is 125. And then we're going to multiply that by 2.5. And this is 312.5. Alrighty. Let's go on to number 2. Which of the following is an arithmetic sequence? And which is an arithmetic and a geometric sequence? So if we look at it, the first one, to get from here to here, we can to get from this one to this one, we can add 10, right? But then it doesn't work for the second one. So this is definitely multiplying. Let's try multiplying, right? What's 15 divided by 5? Is 3. What's 15 times 3? Let me get on my calculator. Oh, Mr. Goodbye. All right. So then I have 15 times 3 is 45. 45 times 3 is 135. So this one's the geometric series sequence. All right. So of course this one's going to be the arithmetic, right? And this is plus 10. I gotta erase that because people like all of yous don't like my sloppy handwriting. All right, so this is plus 10. This is plus 10. All right, so this is arithmetic because it's adding. All right, finally, we get down here and we have in a geometric sequence the first term is 5, the second term is 20. All right, so we have 5, second term is 20. Okay, and they want to know what the fifth term is. All right, so these work almost exactly like the exponential equations that we saw. The initial value, right, so we can say a sub n is the initial value, which is 5, right? And now we have to figure out what the R is. So R is equal to 20 divided by 5, which is 4. So this is 4 raised to the x power. This is going to be n minus 1. So this is going to be equal to 5 times 4 raised to the 4th power. Right? And we know that because the first one would be 0, and that would give us 5, the first term. The second one is 2, which is 1, and that's 5 times 2, which is 10. I'm sorry, 5. The second would be 5 raised to the first power, right? So A0 is going to be the initial one is 5, right? The second one is to the first power, which is 4. So it's 5 times 4, which is 20, right? And then so we get up to the next, this one. So it's 1 less than the initial. And this is 1,280, which is choice 2. All right. I hope that helps you. I'll make another video with the first 10 review questions later today. Have a great day. Be safe. This is going to pass, and before you know it, we'll be back in the classroom together. That's my prayer. Have a good one. Bye.